Some of the following pieces of advice may be irrelevant for people who isn't suffering from online addiction. Today I'm here to share a little insight about online addiction or scrolling addiction. Whatever suits you more. As a person who struggled from it almost for 10 years now or so, I'd like to share a few things I've realized, noticed, and learned during this unpleasant yet useful journey. Some of us look for magic in real life and it seems as if we can't find it anywhere. Attention is a real-life magic. Yet everyone tends to ignore its properties. Even though we are reminded how important it is to pay attention when you study or work, we don't fully grasp the real value of attention. By paying your undivided attention to the thing you're doing at the moment, you enter the flow state which everyone finds as pleasing as the end result of it. As anyone else, I would also think of how to get into this flow state. And as it goes, when you're looking for the secret, there's actually no secret at all. It happens to be hidden under your nose. When your energy flows unrestricted and you do not postpone yourself, you easily enter the flow state and go by with easiness. When you try to control even a bit of a process, it's like trying to change the riverbed. You'll ruin it all and go against the natural course of things. Do not postpone yourself. Your inner feeling will guide and tell you what's right thing for you to do at the moment. Your mind may mess with you and find thousands of excuses, but all of them are simply rubbish. By putting your mind and soul into bad thoughts, you put your attention there as well. In the end, you get nothing except headache. By putting your mind and soul into whatever you're doing, you're entering the flow state, which is a genuine moment of being beyond time and space. Living the moment inside your head isn't the same as acting in reality in that moment. For quite a long period of time I looked for the solutions to end my scrolling addiction. I had few options to choose from: use Google searches, browse websites like Reddit, Quora, etc., where people share their opinions or pieces of advice, or ask other people. I've tried them all. Among Google searches I've came across some articles where I read information about why scrolling is addicting, how it was designed and how it became a problem. How it affects everyday life and mental health. What may be the possible consequences after the decade of such lifestyle. I knew very well myself what were the consequences of addiction: sore eyes, backache, aggressiveness, lack of interest, boredom which can't be satisfied with anything but scrolling, anxiety, and a lot of procrastination. I've read some bloggers' opinions on the subject, binged self-help videos, but in the end all of these weren't helpful. One may say it's because I didn't want to change anything and just made it look like I tried to solve the problem. Yet I was deep in the dark pit of online addiction, spending precious hours of my life on nothing. Like any addiction, scrolling is a kind of self-harm. People have diverse opinions on scrolling addiction. I've been supported by some and accused by others, asked to tell more or silenced. Anyway, each time someone confessed their addiction, the same as mine, I was shocked and relieved and also stressed I'm not alone in it. Even though I knew I can't be alone, I felt that way because mostly people prefer to let the addiction go unnoticed or just reduce it to a joke. I looked for a step-by-step guide. Every one of them didn't seem to be helpful. So I had to come up with my own, based on what I have learned. After long months and years of fighting, I concluded several points that are invaluable to me and may serve to someone else as well. 1. Waking up. The moment you wake up from sleep is crucial. Even the little thought about picking up your phone to check something is dangerous. One glimpse will make you go on and scroll until you hear your stomach growling. 5 hours later, which felt like a minute, will fly away unnoticed. But your mood is already spoiled and day hasn't even started yet. Personally, I used to think it helps me to stay informed and wake up easier as I use phone after opening my eyes. That was a lie I kept telling myself without realizing it. 2. Having food. Put away your phone when you're eating as it interferes with the way you feel taste and satiation with food. My reason to scroll while eating was because I was bored to eat alone. Mukbangs helped me as they were entertaining and they always showed the best food I'd like to have. While eating forcefully with no appetite, I watched those and didn't notice how I'd eat more than I usually do. It seemed as a nice idea. Which in fact was not. This habit doesn't let you feel the taste of the food and causes problems with processing the food you ingested because you're not focused on it. When you will have a dinner with someone, you will ignore them because you indulge in scrolling. Afterwards you will trap yourself into the guilt and shame. Scrolling and listening obediently to your addiction's whispers confuses you because for some reasons it's pacifying for now. The next moment you're burdened with anxiety, aggression, and sorrow. Even taking a glimpse into your FYP, watching one YouTube video or short or anything else while having a food must be stopped for your own sake. It will be hard, it will be overwhelming. But it is worth it 100%. 3. Taking action. Each and every day there are things waiting to be done. To wash the dishes, make a bed, read a book, study, call someone, change clothes, feed a pet, have dinner, go shopping, etc. Just before engaging in it, you think a minute of checking Instagram or whatever you prefer will not hurt. Congratulations, as you're already trapped. The moment you tap to open the app, you're doomed. The next 2 or 3 hours will go by unnoticed. You'll find yourself sitting or laying down, all drained. And what you've done? Nothing. The loophole of scrolling is tricky. 4. Constant presence. Having your screen in front of you everywhere you go is unnecessary. While you go out for a walk, or to do some business, put it in the bag or in the pocket. You don't have to listen to music while you're on the go. It may seem unharmful, but it is harmful. We want to kill time as we're waiting on the queue or in the bus or car, but in fact we're killing our life, and the perception of it. Getting bored sometimes is a must. All those situations seem to be innocent and suitable for you to use your phone to entertain yourself. It is a trap. 5. Going to bed. Put the phone away and don't touch it some time before you go to sleep. Go take a shower and get ready for bed, but leave your phone outside. Do not take it with you. And if you needed to write something down suddenly, take a pen and a notebook, put them aside so water won't reach it. Also, don't take your phone with you to the bathroom, whatever you have to do. Years ago people used to take newspapers with them, and now they take phones. Do not feed up to your addiction. When we change our diet, trying to exclude harmful food, we look for its substitute, snacks for example. Same goes for addiction. Some of us just have a lot of time we don't know how to spend. Among the things I've tried, I can recommend the following. 1. Puzzles. Lego. Diamond painting. Handmade, crocheting, knitting, different kinds of DIY, cleaning and organizing, cooking if you are not calm and want to focus and sit in silence. 2. Learning a new skill of any kind or a language to kill spare time instead. 3. Reading a book, watching a movie intently, not binging, going for a walk, if you're bored. 4. Spending time with someone if you feel lonely and sad. 5. Work on expressing your creativity, writing or drawing or singing or dancing, if you feel energetic and don't want to waste the moment. 6. Sit in nature, think of what you've already done and express gratefulness for what you have, if you're overwhelmed or tired. 7. Work on improving your relationships of any kind that are precious to you. After every point that I've made, it becomes clear that each of my, and maybe yours too, mistakes contained half measures. One glimpse won't hurt or something like that is what hooks us up and throws in the pit we're trying to leave. Make a distinct choice and do not quiver. Having the phone in your hands becomes a need. Scrolling becomes a pacifier for a worried adult who runs away from their fears and troubles, instead of facing them and dealing with them with the help of loved ones or by themselves. Internet now is full of people posting something negative, questionable, borderline insane, absurd, or dangerous. It may be disguised as a normal content, but it contains nothing you want to deal with. We get used to living online. It becomes our reality instead of reality of life itself. And when something isn't shown or mentioned in the virtual reality, it feels like we're alone, like it's not normal that we have it or feel it or deal with it. Internet is as helpful as hurtful for us. And it's time to be serious about it. www, World Wide Web, is like a big half-blind eye. It sees only the things that can be used for profit. It neglects the timeless human values as they are alien to it. One can say that internet is just a tool. A useful thing that makes our lives easier. It really may be of use in many cases. But not acknowledging how dangerous it can be is like signing your own slow death sentence, while saying it's not a big deal, it's not that much. It's innocent. No, it's not. And it will consume you and leave not a single crumb afterwards. Still, I do agree we need internet for certain reasons. Use it to study. Use it for researches. Use it for reading books or articles. Use it for listening to valuable information. Use it for work. Use it for connecting with real people. Use it for sharing hope and positivity. Use it carefully when you want it to entertain you. Teach children and youth to use it properly, as it is crucial for them to be able to dig through all the digital rubbish and negativity and reach for something useful. Some restrictions and rules are made to be broken. And some are made to save lives. Life is not an escapism adventure. Life isn't a constant circle of noisy and visually entertaining satisfaction. It has to have moments of silence, and moments of doing nothing to be able to welcome genuine feelings, and clear deep perception of life and its gifts. During our human history, we had other tools for escapism, but they were mere instruments for us and did not make servants out of us. Life is a reality to be lived. A life to be experienced from the smallest details, like the sunshine rays or the scent of fresh grass, to serious ones, like marriage, graduation, or the goal you've accomplished. Big wins, small wins, even the tiniest wins, they all are better than the screen addiction. To the addict it seems that they will manage to do everything in no time. For now they will scroll for a few minutes, and then they'll do whatever they planned. In fact, it won't happen. Those are only thoughts that never come true. You'll feel tired and guilty, you'll waste your time, you'll dream about doing something, but end up missing every deadline possible. This is how the reality of the addict is, no matter what you think about it. Your screen, which was supposed to be used by you, is using you instead, stealing the most valuable resource in this world, your time and energy. Better save them for yourself and for building your real life. Even if it's not as rich as you see online or you don't travel every day 365 days a year, it's still so much more worthy than following those who live so. Start working on your addiction right now, without putting it off until later. And you'll see for yourself that you're not lost case. There's no such thing like a former addict. If you've ever been in a situation where your screen almost consumed you, be twice as careful how you use it or any other device. Pay attention to your weak spots, so you wouldn't step into a trap once more. Please, take care and be safe.